Hey guys, so I know I'm vlogging early, and usually this is my good vlogging time because it's before my day gets started and I don't have any time for anything else. And I know that I just vlogged last night before I went to bed, but I wanted to make sure that I got it in and, moving into the ninth day. Feeling a little nausea, but I think that's okay. It's doing a cleansing process, and I know that I need my everything needs to be cleansed. And now that we've shut it down for 9 days, it definitely is going into this cleansing process. But I wanted to talk a little bit about something that God is teaching me about fasting, even in the fasting state. So I was watching, I think I told you guys in my last kind of vlog that I've been watching these YouTube videos about fasting, just from a medical point of view. It's not even people that really esteem it as a spiritual practice, though they had to in the YouTube video, they had to say, well, every religious group does some form of fasting. Well, he said one of the things he said, well, why fasting? He said, well, Moses and David and Daniel. And I was like, yeah, well, you're gonna have to give credit where credit is due. But one thing that he talks about fasting, which I thought was amazing, was he talks about how fasting heals certain cancers. And I was like, because cancer has been, a huge, death sentence that people go through when they find out maybe they've gotten a diagnosis of cancer or things like that. And this man runs a fasting clinic where he puts people on 40-day water fast for healing purposes. Um, and so one of the things he talks about is how fasting um, is a healing agency or agents that heal certain cancers. He says that because cancer comes from cells that are kind of like they're like radical, like they're deformed cells, and they cause havoc and eat the healthy cells. Well, when your body is in a fasted state, that place is so pure and so clean that the cancerous cells have nothing to live off of, have nothing to feed off of. So in a non-fasting state, the cancerous cells can feed off the insulin, the fat, those things that are in your body, and it kind of like germinates it and feeds into it. But when you're in a fasting state, your body is actually purifying itself. It is clean. It's not putting anything else in. It's just detoxing everything out. And cancerous cells can't live in that purity, cannot live in that pure state. And so they end up eating themselves and killing off the cancer, killing off the cancerous cells, which is what medically chemotherapy does. But spiritually, when you put your body at rest, when you actually let your body rest in every sense of the word, and resting means I fast because it allows my digestive system to rest. It allows my circular system to rest. All those things that cause digestion to happen, it puts it as standstill and a rest. That healing actually occurs. That the cancer cells cannot live in a fasted edifice, in a fasted body. And it also promotes healthy cells. So not only does it kill off the cancerous cells in a fasting state, but it also promotes the healthy cells. They grow, they germinate, they multiply in your body. So I was like, whoa, that is amazing. I mean, that wasn't like, that's not with prayer, that is not with anything else. That's just strictly denying yourself and turning yourself, denying unto the Lord in this fasted state. And it's just knowing that there is miracles, there is healing taking place in my body is amazing. So I don't know if you know anybody who's going through that. I have a history of cancer in my family. My mother and my father both passed away due to cancer. So I am always a high risk. My doctors, everybody I go for, different scans and everything, because I'm at high risk because both sides of my family died from cancer. But you know what I say? It stops in this generation. This one right here, she will live and not die. This one right here will walk through in purpose and fulfillment. But it have to take a part, right? I have to have a part. I can't. feed my body in such a way that the cancer has a place to grow. It has a place to germinate in most bodies. You know what? I've got to fill my body with the word of God. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by the word of God. And I fill my body with the word of God, and it heals. The word of God heals. So I just had to release that word. I didn't want to not give that in. Oh, my little, hey, baby girl. My granddaughter's here. She's not feeling too well, so please lift her up in prayer. And you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Love you guys. Day 9.